All right, so for the final segment of this week's episode, I, I wanted to revisit the what's it called? The She's a 10 butt game that I did on for an article. And I wanted to revisit it because I was going to do it last week, but then the whole vabbing situation came about and I was like I had to do that, so we pushed it back to here. So for this segment, I thought it'd be fun. Picked maybe 5, maybe 6 of these, just so it doesn't go too long and boring. So I'm just gonna take about 5 or 6 of these. She's a 10 butt scenarios, and just give my answer and reason why. And let's see how this turns out. So the first one I found, and this is from the same website, the same article that I referenced in my article at followchain.org. And the first one I found was she's a 10, but has a deep voice. Now, I have questions about this scenario. She's a 10, but she has a deep voice. Are we talking like my level of deep? Are we talking like, I don't know, like Idris Elba or like Morgan Freeman, like dude deep voices? Or are we talking like, I don't know, like Rachel Ray? She's got like that raspiness to her voice, like a rasp, or is it like deep? Because if it's a rasp, like a Rachel Ray rasp, I'd have to go with an 8, like an 8 or a 7, because that is pretty hot. No, actually, I take that back. I would go with a 9 or a 10. But if it was like a dude deep rasp, or not a rasp, a dude deep voice, 1 or 2. 1 maybe, because I couldn't deal with that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anybody out there with a deep voice, but like a dude deep voice on a chick, even though she's 10, that would be the scariest thing in the world. Because just imagine coming home from work, and she's already home from work. She's whatever. You see your wife when you get home from work, and all you hear is, "Hi, honey, how was your day?" What the fuck is that? No, nope. I couldn't do it. Not a chance. All right, so second one I got for you is she's a 10, but she's taller than you. She's a 10, but she's taller than you. So, I'm not going to lie. Never met a woman taller than me. And for those of you who don't know, I'm 6'4". That's a big dude. I am a large sumbitch. So, the thought of looking up at my potential girlfriend or wife would be pretty darn weird. I'm not going to lie. And think about it. Even if you put heels on her, too, she's going to be even taller. Like, what would that nonsense be? And to be honest, it'd be a little emasculating. A little bit. But that's neither here nor there. However, at the same time, 2 tall individuals have a child. D1 bound. Division 1 sports. Like, big basketball programs. Think about it. University of Illinois, my favorite school. Kentucky, Kansas, all that shit. Possible NBA contract. That would be fucking sick. That'd be sick. And then just the gene pool in that situation should easily pop out a kid that's what? Easily over 6 foot. But we could be looking at 6'5", 6'6", something like that. Dunking at the age of 9. Anything. I mean, come on. The sky's the limit in this situation. At the same time, the gene pool could give us on the other side of the spectrum, and my kid would end up being 4'9". Nothing wrong with that, but kind of a hit or miss type of play there. So, in the end, I would have to go the possibility of being the father of a millionaire in the future. I'd go with the 7 or 8. Maybe 7.5. Can I go halves? I'm going to go halves. 7.5. Let's go with that. All right, the next one I got from this website, it's going to be she's a 9, but she's a Disney adult. Now, for those of you that don't know who Disney adults are, they're the folks that are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s that just love Disney. Love Disney World, love the Disney movies, have Disney Plus, Disney, everything Disney. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest Disney guy. Like, I did love, like, when I was a kid, the Disney original movies. You guys remember those? Like, 90s kids, you're going to know where I'm coming from here. Like, Johnny Tsunami, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. Like, actually, the Johnny Tsunami had another one. I can't remember. It was fantastic, though. Those really cool kids Disney movies that felt like a big deal when you watched them. Like that shit. That was the stuff I loved. And obviously the Lion Kings and whatnot when I was a kid. But as an adult, I just don't get into it as much. I just don't. And I know it's a big part of people's lives with like the Marvel stuff and the superhero stuff because they own that. But I just can't get into it. So having a girlfriend or a wife that's a Disney adult would get very old very quickly. Now, if you like, for the record, if you like Disney and you like watching it on occasion, God bless you. Enjoy it, love it, like, live your life. But at the same time, if you're a Disney adult and your whole life revolves around Disney, wearing it, watching it, your room's decorated in it, you go to Disney 5 times a year, or even more, that's where kind of draw the line there. So, Disney adult, give me, what was she, an 8? What did I say? 8? I'm losing my mind right now. 9 actually. Disney adult 9. I would have to drop that down to, let's go 6. 6 or 5. 6 or 5. 5.5. Let's go 5.5. Alrighty. So for the final question or for the final situation of this segment, we're gonna go with she's a 10, but she says huh a lot. And by that, I mean, to me, actually, I take that back. Let me ask a question on this. Is it, huh, as in, like, she's not listening to me? So if I say, like, hey, babe, what do you want to eat? She goes, huh? And it just says it after every time I speak? Or is it like, or do you add in there, hey, like, if she was talking to me, hey, babe, do you like my cooking? Huh? That would be a little weird, but, like, what would the boundaries be for that one? Because to me, and I'm just going to stick with, if she says, huh, after everything I say because she just wasn't paying attention, that would fucking suck. I would not like that. I would not like that at all. It would get very annoying. I would probably lose my mind or lose my shit after at least once a day with her doing that. Now, I wouldn't, like, do anything bad, but I would just yell, like, what do you want to eat or anything, or something like that. So with the word huh after everything she says, but she's a 10, I think I'd have to go with a 4. 4.7. I'm going to get a little fancy with it. 4.7. Just because, like, girl, just listen up. I know you're on your Instagram, on your phone, doing something else. I know you don't give a shit. But just when somebody's talking, just have an ear open. Get the gist of what they're saying. Try to give an answer. And then if your answer doesn't completely fit with what I said, then tweak it after I repeat myself again. Just help me out here. Jesus Christ.